to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Savage. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Makes the grab. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bears are on the move.
42 Spider.
The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Savage. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Texas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Wants to go up top. Fires left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It was the better play there by the defense.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Flips it out in the flat. At the 45 on his way. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Using his feet, finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Bears come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Savage. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Reads it, fires complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Savage. Turns it on at midfield. Running free. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bears have this offense rolling. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield. It's Savage. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Off and running. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold, offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down. Wants
to throw again. Quick quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Baylor! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina, somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Shoots it to the left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see those, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. At the 35, he's loose. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Right through his hands. Touchdown, and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take. Looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Midfield, he's got room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savage.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Savage. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Working that left side now. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous.
And that ball's free behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Dickens. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning. to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
A design run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. He might want another play. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Running to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's covered.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Ready, set.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
12 on the play. Number 14, on to punt it away.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of